I had a bit of an internet malfunction right when Moog started talking about my eyes. My internet just shut off. It just shut off. Like everything just shut off. And now she's sitting here like when he said that, there was a woman that appeared right next to me with green hair and everything just shut off. I kept looking to the left because I kept seeing her. And I locked eyes with her. And then I looked back, and right when I looked back, I saw that comment that Mogok had made, and my everything just shut off. And I was just looking at my computer screen like you just, you know, you can't make this shit up. We back, we live. What's up, Matthias? How you doing? Yeah, I looked at her twice because at first I was like, okay, no, I'm just tripping. There was an apparition that was just like actually right there, actually standing there. So I briefly saw her, and then I looked at when I actually like really got a good look at her and looked at her for a second, that shit just said, no, no. I have a lot of shit in here that prevents anything that I don't know from getting in here and trying to fuck with me. I have an arsenal in here, so no. It most definitely wasn't. It's probably Bune or somebody else that I've been working with, and the others I'm not gonna mention, but yeah, it's either one of them. But it definitely felt very connected to death. So yeah, my site is pretty good. Yes, sir. Big facts. There was 19 people that were in the last one. What happened? Yeah, you saw that shit, Mark. I just saw the green hair, and I was like, yeah, yeah, it's definitely been. Yeah, I was talking to Bune this morning. I was talking to him this morning, and he definitely came through. Bro came through for sure. Yeah, exactly. You know what's really funny? Random name on my driver's license. Like at the end of my number is 666. It's like it is legit. It is literally 666. When I first got it and I looked at it, I was like, oh, look at all these sixes. But there's triple six at the end. Yeah, we back. He did come strong. You know what's really funny, Matthias, is that most of those grimoires that he channeled, he's never tried any of them. Can you fucking believe that he's never tried any of the rights that he put into those grimoires, and they hit like that? And they hit like that. VK's just like, dude is just on another level. He's just on another fucking level. it brings me into I'll tell you, it's a spooky fucking Friday, huh? Hmm. Bookworm is probably protection. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like that. Probably was meant for you to see it or for you to know about it. The hand signs that I do. Those hand signs that I do are basically my own. It's basically my own way to get more in touch and connected to my higher self. It's something that my ancestors gave to me, so I use it. And when I do it, I bring my higher self to the forefront, and then I go forward with the video. I do it every time to honor him. Absolutely forbidden jutsus. Absolutely. You guys are funny, dude. Yeah, it's a good Friday. This cardigan never fit me. I've had this cardigan for a few years. Just want to say that. I love this thing. I don't wear it as often. This thing never fit me. And now it fits me. I love this thing. I love the way that it looks, you know? Thanks for the compliments, guys. Maybe maybe I have a lot more of Bune's energy around me than I realize. Um, because earlier today I was working with Bune this morning because I haven't talked to him in a while. And then when I talked to him this morning, I started getting flashes of him and seeing him walking up to me and stuff. But then after I was done, I just got really cold. And then after that, I literally like didn't think too much about it. When I got on here, I just started feeling chills going through my body. Even while I was doing the readings, I just felt someone staring at me. And then all of that shit happened. Yeah, he does. He does. They do search rap a lot of. They do. I kind of like it. I think it's cool, you know. Yeah, it's really cold in here right now too, but it's cold today. Like a train for sure. Well, death makes you cold. Bune, Bune brings like a fucking graveyard when he comes. He just he feels like straight death. Like that's what he feels like. I feel like the only time where he doesn't show up, like feel like extreme death, is when he shows up as the golden woman. But when you when it comes as the golden woman aspect, you literally just You just kind of feel like there's more of a sexual energy when it comes to the golden woman. It's like when you're connecting with Isis. Do I use any of current sigils from TikTok that he posts? I've used a few of them. Yeah. Current's cool as fuck. Like, Current is dope. I have mad respect for him. Um, Dude's strong. He's been through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And he's a badass. I've used some of his sigils, yeah. Yeah, I've used some of his sigils. What's up, Daryl? How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hmm. It probably was from the sigils. That's a lot. There's a lot of power that's channeled into those sigils, and he's a dark motherfucker. So yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. Make sure, like, if you're gonna be using those, that that you do work with those energies often because they will stir shit up. um, it's cold today. It's cold today. I thought it was gonna snow, and it's kind of gray today. Yesterday it was really sunny, Daryl, but it's cold. You can get more aware of the energies within or around you. Breathing. Breathing is how you get more aware of those energies around you. Not, Queen of Rings not necessarily like it doesn't like necessarily need offerings. It's a matter of just if you're gonna work with those energies and you are going to connect with those kind of energies and you're going to use those seals, you got to make sure that that's really what you work with. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that's really what you work with because they will have those results. They'll have those side effects sometimes. They'll cause things, you know what I mean? That energy will bleed out. That's how powerful his stuff is. His shit's very powerful. So you have to be very cautious when using it. You're welcome. Who is 0023? Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about it, Daryl. You're worrying. Silence says a lot, Queen. Silence says a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, Deities. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that in the past, but I don't really work a lot with deities per se. But I know when I work with Shiva, with Lord Shiva, I will most definitely get possessed. I kind of want to do things like smoke and dance. One thing that Shiva loves to do is smoke and dance or drink and dance. So when I work with him, I end up either drinking and dancing or smoking and dancing. And I'm really happy and I get really excited. But when it comes down to working with like more infernal energies, oh yes, I end up my entire my entire energy will shift. My entire personality will shift. The way that I talk shifts. The way that I enunciate words will shift. I'll like pick up an accent out of nowhere. Like sometimes when they're around me, they'll like really speak through me. So I'll end up talking with an accent and it'll be an accent that there's no way I could know, you know? Orobas, who is 0023. Any advice? Do some shadow work before you do that. Do some shadow work before you open that cliff off. That cliff, Matthias. You want to do shadow work before you go into that because it's the first one, but it's the creepiest one. It's creepy. Um, Nema is very tough with her love. Very tough love. So the experiences that you're going to have in there are going to be really depending upon how well you can do shadow work, to be quite honest. How well you can handle trauma, how well you can handle experiencing death. Do I have my own standard? Um, in the beginning, I did not have etiquette. I just went in. I'm not even gonna like in the beginning. I would just go in. Like I would just go. If I was getting something from somewhere, I would just take it. Like obviously, that's not a good idea. You know, as a beginner, that's how I used to do it because I didn't know. I didn't have anybody who taught me. Um, but like after the fact, you know that I started being taught, which can't reveal those things. Um, I started to get a basic understanding of how to show them respect and how to connect better with those energies and let them know what I'm requesting, why I'm coming for certain things, and learning how to communicate effectively with them and talking to them to not disturb anyone or anything and things like that. You're funny, Vita. Yes, I have bookworm. Yes. Yes, exactly. You're what's good, King? How you doing, bro? Vibing. I feel that. We're doing something tonight or what, King? Yes, it's a nice Friday. The boys are starving. That's my dog, bro. They're very real. Um, I don't feel that they're just in our heads because they all come from different places. Some of them come from different pantheons. Some of them come from different timelines. Some of them are masks of other ones. But I can tell you right now, majority of them that are out there are very real, very real. And really, depending on who you're working with, the things that they make happen in your life or the things that happen to you as a result of connecting with them, you know, kind of, it's kind of hard to explain. Um, but we'll just put it this way. A really good example, since we were already talking about them, working with Bune. Working with energies like Bune and having a good connection with them, you get to the point where you get to that point where you're like actually being shifted by them. Think about that for a second. If it's all in your head, right? Someone will say it's all in your head, or there's people who are very skeptical about this. If it's all in your head and you're not paying attention, right? Say you connected with them, you're not really paying attention to those energies, and then all of a sudden, the next day you're just like, I'm gonna dye my hair red. That red color just so happens to be the favorite or the primary color of that energy that you were just connecting with. You start noticing yourself become far more extroverted and you're an introvert. Say you're someone who's introverted and you don't talk to a lot of people, you don't connect with a lot of people, you're very shy. That particular energy that you were just working with actually is someone who is more of an extrovert, who makes you more of the life of the party, brings you, further in the social circle, makes people magnetized to you, and you actually can speak, you actually can express yourself. See, things start to change like that. That's how those things start to shift. If it's in your head, also, you know what I mean? Connecting with these energies and you're asking for, okay, I want this set amount. And that set amount comes to you. You know what I mean? That set amount comes to you in some way, somehow, but it's specifically that amount that you asked for. Is that all in your head? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Daryl, I have never fully done work with angels. I don't work with angels um, whatsoever. I don't work with angels. Maybe I am, Vita. Maybe I am. Exactly, random name. They can do that. I think it's really funny, Vita, because Astaroth was really like, have a good day, Moog. Thanks, bro. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. I think that's really cool too. Random name that they do that. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just stretching my neck. It feels really good. Okay. Hey, how are you? Good to see you too, Ali. Hope you're doing well. Mm, what's up, Mello? How are you? Well, it really depends. Um, some people have a calling to work with angels. Some people have a calling to work with both. Does Breathe have a soft voice to me? I remember Breathe. Breathe had a really soft but very raspy voice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh yeah, I've had experience with servitors, and a lot of every servitor that I've created, I have had experiences with them. Yes, that means that it's working, Britt Bry. That means that it's working. I have no idea. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? But yes, Britt Bry, that means that it's working. And for the person who was asking about angels and demons, and which ones we're meant to work with, some people are called to work with both. Some people are called to work with just one. When it comes to working with these energies, or whether or not whether or not you're supposed to work with one or both, that really is going to come up in your experiences, in your practices, in your meditations. They'll show themselves to you. They will show themselves to you. Um, planetary intelligence, yes, yes. I've worked with Jupiter. I've worked with energies of Mercury. Worked with a lot of energies of Mars for sure. That's good. No problem. Thanks, Vatas. That's cool, Vita, for sure. Yes, I have, Matthias. So when it comes to using planets, I like to think of it as this. I think of every single Clifothic sphere as being connected to a specific planet. If you work with these planet energies, you know about them, you study these things. This is what I like. This is definitely what I like about magic because really depending on who you're doing rituals on, what you're doing, what your intentions are, each of the Clifothic spheres and each of the planets has a different type of specialization, if you may. And they all can give you access to a different part of a person. They all can give you different access to, give you access to different parts of yourself, even, they can give you access to different aspects of energies that you're working with too. They can open up many doors and be very beneficial empowerments to your rituals. They can add a they can add like a little spice to your rituals too. Light codes. Light codes, you mean like speaking non-human dialect? See you, Matthias. Have a good one. That's cool, Mello. Planets are very powerful energies, though, that you should be incorporating into your rituals. I'll say that. But don't let me tell you, you should try it yourself. You know, each of the planets have a strong connection to a certain kind of magic. They have a strong connection to a certain kind of energy, and they can help you a lot. Don't sleep on using planets in your rituals. Don't. Don't sleep on the planetary alignments, the moon phases, none of that, because they all matter. They all matter. The weeks, the days of the week matter. The times of the month, they matter. All of that stuff matters in magic. So make sure you're paying attention to that. No, I've never like actually worked with angels. No. I've introduced myself and connected with like three of them. That's about it. I've connected with Metatron probably like very briefly, maybe about like 5 minutes. Connected with Haniel probably about 20 minutes. After that, connected with Archangel Michael for probably about 5 minutes or so in a session with a client. And Archangel Michael had come up and I helped her get through some stuff by removing a blockage that she had. But aside from that, that is literally about it. And I don't work with angels. Create your own rituals based on intention. You can, but you definitely want to have more intention than that. I think that's cool. hmm I think that's cool. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been in here for a while. I've been on live. I'll be heading out. I'll probably do a live again, likely tomorrow or something. But I'm really hungry.